Welcome to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show, brought to you by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission, and also brought to you by Surdike Yamaha, our veterinary, Slumberland Furniture, Slumberland at the Lake, MoDOT, Show Me Zero, and the Bruce and Kelly team, part of Macks, Lake of the Ozarks. We're talking about the Macks Creek Lady Pirates and the Pirates. Coach Ron Dugan is here with us. Coach, thanks for taking the time to come on down the road and talk with us. It's always fun to get together with you. I mean, it's like we pick up where we left off last time.
Right.
We just start talking basketball.
Right, and that's a great thing to talk about this time of year.
Yeah, it really is. It's kind of hard to believe we're almost into February already, and the season is starting to wind down. It just seems like it just started, doesn't it?
I know. We're 18 games in already, and, we only have 8 on the regular schedule for this season until we get into districts. So, yeah, we're 2/3 of the way done.
Yeah, and one of the best teams in the state, if you haven't heard, Macks Creek Lady Pirates, ranked in the top 10 all year long. Your first 2 losses were to really good teams, top-ranked teams in the state, in Tipton, defending state champion, and then Walnut Grove, who is always in the top 10.
Yep.
You just recently lost to a Wheatland team that's pretty good and in your district as well, and I think you had some sickness on the team that night. But it's been a pretty great season so far on the floor for you guys. I mean, it's tough because when you go into these seasons like this, there's a whole lot of expectations, right?
Oh, yeah, there certainly were for our team, and parents put a lot of pressure on their kids, and everybody was talking Final Four, and that's all we heard. So, yeah, the expectations are really high. And our girls, that's where they wanted to get to, too. That was their goal, to get to the Final Four, but you get, some games like we had, and some players are not there or foul out or whatever, and it kind of exposes some weaknesses, and so hopefully that will help us down the stretch. And that's what I kept telling the girls, this is going to be good for us because we've had almost every one of our wins on a running clock in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, we're winning by an average of 40-some points a game. And so, that doesn't help you in those close games. And so we had a close game against Walnut Grove. Our leading scorer, India Willis, fouled out early in the fourth quarter. And, we were behind, and actually we did a great job of coming back and putting ourselves in a position to win it. And then we made some mistakes down the stretch, and we didn't finish it very well. And I kept telling the girls, it's going to be better for you. You're going to be better for this.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it right now. It doesn't matter until we get into the districts, And then last night, our point guard's out sick, and exposed some big weaknesses on our team, and we really struggled to score last night, and it makes you appreciate what your point guard does for you, and how she commands the floor and drives and dishes and really makes other players look good.
Yeah.
And so, again, those kind of losses are going to make you better down the stretch. I hope they do anyway, but I thought we didn't make those same kind of mistakes that we did against Walnut Grove late in the game. We just made other mistakes during the game, and so we learned from one, and then we exposed some other weaknesses, So, but again, in the scheme of things, it doesn't matter until we get into districts, and I'm hoping at least we had some close games, and that will make us better. I mean, we're 15-3.
Yeah.
We're ranked 6th in the state. We've got a really good team. We got all pieces in the puzzle as long as they're there. And, I think we'll make a run at it.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're talking with Coach Ron Dugan of the Macks Creek Lady Pirates, one of the top teams in the state this year. We'll talk more of the Lady Pirates right after this. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic and 2 pediatricians with same-day appointments available. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone with 5 primary care locations conveniently located across the Ozarks. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Visit Surdike Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong. We all use the roads. The tailgaters and barstool spectators, early morning hunters, and late night outers. So whether you're looking for wine sips or to grandma's house road trips, it all starts here. Make the road safer with 4 simple steps. Buckle up, phone down, slow down, and drive sober. 4 simple steps that have been proven to help prevent traffic crashes. After all, simple actions save lives.
You're watching Lake TV.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show, talking with Coach Ron Dugan, Macks Creek Lady Pirates. And we were just talking about, you're 15-3. You've lost to some really, really good teams. We got the chance to do your game on Lake TV against Walnut Grove. And we did that game because you told me in the offseason, this is a great rivalry game. They're always good. This ought to be a good game. And so we did that, and it was a great game. You lost your leading scorer in the fourth quarter, which certainly didn't help, but you guys still almost pulled that game out in the final seconds. And it was interesting because I talked with you, and the player of the game that day was Brooklyn, your daughter, and neither one of you were down. I mean, it was like, yeah, we learned a lot from that game. It's kind of rare to see that from a coach where losing sometimes actually works for you.
Well, and Brooklyn, obviously growing up with me, and being my point guard for all these years since she was in kindergarten, she's learned a lot about, composure and how to handle herself in tough situations, and I stay pretty calm on the sideline, especially late in the games when the pressure's on, and my fans are losing their minds, but I stay pretty calm on the bench because I want the girls to stay calm, and not panic in situations, and I don't know how many times, I've had to call them over and say, look, just calm down, just calm down, it'll be fine. And Brooklyn has that same mentality, and I think that's why she's pretty good late in the games, and she's learned, she made a mistake as a freshman, in a big game, and she's learned from that, and hasn't made those kind of mistakes since. But she stays pretty calm about it, and she understands, the bigger picture of everything, and doesn't panic, and and that's why I kind of missed her last night because she really keeps everybody pretty calm out there on the court, and just handles the pressure pretty well.
There's something about a coach's son or a coach's daughter. They tend to learn, and those are the players that usually are the quarterbacks on the field or on the court, and they're usually the players that end up being coaches themselves. They kind of grew up with that. But man, you miss them when they're not on the floor.
We do.
When they're that important. So all this pressure, and you go into the season, everybody expecting a run at the Final Four. You came within 1 point last year of getting to the Final Four. So does that make a season easier, harder, more special? What does that do for a season? You're 15-3. That's got to be great, but it still comes with pressure, right?
Yeah. I think it's harder, to be honest with you, because the expectations are so high. And again, parents put a lot of pressure on their kids, to perform. Yeah. And we're trying to go out there and just have fun and play the game, because when we do that, we're really pretty good. Yeah. That pressure mounts on those kids, and so they start tensing up in tough moments, and if things don't go their way. And so what I'm trying to teach these kids is, how to handle adversity, and hopefully that will carry them on in life. Yeah. How are you responding in a really tough situation when things aren't going your well? What you're going your way, what are you doing about it? And so, we talk about that a lot. If you make a mistake on the offensive end, don't hang your head and walk down the court. Turn around and make something good happen on defense. Create an environment where you can make a positive out of a negative. And that, hopefully that will carry them on, like I said, for the rest of their lives, and when things don't go your well. I mean, I know in business, 2008 through 2011 was a pretty tough time, And so, you either dig your heels in and start, clawing your way out of it and figuring out how to succeed, or you fold your tent and live off the government. So,
Too many people doing that thing.
Right, and I chose not to do that a long time ago, and so I want to try to teach those girls, things, life lessons like that.
And that is supposedly the whole reason for high school sports, right? It's not winning a state championship.
No,
it's teaching these life lessons.
Right, and and the win and losses in the end really don't mean anything.
Right, yeah.
It's what they learn from it, And again, we want to win basketball games. I'm as competitive as the next guy, and the girls are too. We want to win, but it's how they handle that pressure. And again, there's a lot of pressure on them, especially this year. But when we play well and play together as a team, we're pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll continue to talk with Coach Dugan, Macks Creek Lady Pirates, and we'll even check in on the boys, see how the boys are doing this year at Macks Creek when we come back on the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. Central Ozarks Medical Center voted Missouri's best and best of the lake is recruiting team members due to growth. Amazing employment opportunities for both medical and non-medical positions with competitive salaries and outstanding perks. For more information, go to the Careers tab at centralozarks.org. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Join a leader. Join our team. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Hey everybody, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. Want to wish everybody a very happy new year. Hope you survived the holidays okay. You need to come see us and check us out at Slumberland Furniture where we have the big clearance event going on. Up to 80% off, special financing deals, and delivering the entire lake area. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture where we're bringing happy home.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Take Lake TV with you wherever you go. Watch Lake TV on demand on YouTube, Roku, and Fire TV.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. Final couple of minutes with Coach Ron Dugan from Macks Creek. The girls are 15-3, ranked in the top 10. The boys struggled this year. They're 3-12, but they have won 2 of the last 4. Coach Treat doing a really good job over there with that boys program.
He does a great job, and he knew coming into this season it was going to be a tough season. Lost 6 seniors last year, Only had 1 that had any playing time at all back. And Jose Cortez is a great player. He had 36 the other night in a tough overtime loss up at the Osceola tournament against Lakeland. But they had a great overtime win against Climax Springs at home. It was a great environment. A lot of people there in the stands. And it was really fun. And I was really happy to see him get that win because they needed it. The boys needed it. So he's got a great group coming up, and he's an excellent coach. I mean, excellent. He studies the game. He's had some great mentors over the years, and I go to him for advice on different plays. In fact, we were talking. I said, hey, when we get into districts and stuff, I want you on my bench, and to help me out because he's a great basketball mind, and he's young and enthusiastic. I love watching him coach. Gets pretty excited, but he really knows his stuff, and so that's why I want him with me when we go down the stretch because he's not afraid to tell you, hey, this is not working or try this, but he's a great basketball mind. So he's going to have a great career. I'm really excited to see how far he goes.
It's kind of fun to watch you two working together. You coaching the girls, him coaching the boys, you being the old geezer and him being the young. It's kind of a fun match up there. It's so fun. So we're down to our last few seconds. You lost to a Wheatland team last week. You've got them in your district, and we only have 5 seconds. Was that a good thing to lose to that team?
No. I hate losing.
Okay.
But I hope we'll be better for it.
There you go. So Coach Ron Dugan, Macks Creek Lady Pirates, keep your eye on them because they are so good. Thank you, sir. Good to see you as always.
You too.
And thank you for joining us for the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show.